This is Florida, man, with my new and improved tinfoil hat. I've had some time off. I'm sorry to my one subscriber that I haven't posted in about a week, but I think I had the corona, man. I was tired. Sleeping 10 hours a day, still tired, but I sweated the bed. I woke up covered in sweat a couple times, so maybe I'm on the recovery. So, I need to continue talking to you about the Chinese coronavirus conspiracy because more information has been unearthed, and I think at the very least the Chinese have released this virus with the intention of stopping the re-election of Donald Trump. They thought they could kill the economy. They thought that the death toll would prevent the re-election of Trump, but his approval rate is just going up and up. And part of that is his daily press conferences, which the media they were requesting before he started doing them. Why isn't he doing them? We want those. Well, now the major networks are saying, well, we're not going to air them because the more he does these daily press conferences, the more his approval rating goes up. And once again, just like the Russia investigation, that was attempt one to remove him from office, and then the fake impeachment, that was attempt two. Now this coronavirus is attempt three, because Trump is the only one who has taken on the communist Chinese government. And once again, it's backfiring. And well, let's look at the evidence of it. One thing I'd like to point out: respirators, ventilators, personal protective equipment was depleted during the pig flu, they called it, H1N1, and the CDC recommended that we replenish it. For some reason, Barack Obama said, no, don't replenish it. We don't need emergency supplies of that. When I was earning my master's in biotechnology at Texas A&M University, I was on a team that we were constructing a building that would serve as a quick response to something like this. And the Obama administration put out guidelines that they'd like to get followed, and the money that would be granted to the institution that accomplished the goals, and we did that. But the money kept on going down and down, and eventually they said, oh, we're going to scrap that project, even though we had a state-of-the-art facility at Texas A&M to respond to threats like this. I could provide you with some documentation about that. It was kind of top secret, though. Believe it or not, this Florida man who's kind of worthless these days, just delivering newspapers. At one time I was on a team that included a Marine general, a corporal, something like that, and an astronaut. A freaking astronaut was on our team of about 40 to construct this facility, and I did a lot of the writing. Okay? I think that's about all I can tell you. And scrapped by the Obama administration. Does this have something to do with the insurance plan that the deep state was talking about. Um, because of the Obama administration, we were not prepared for this. And why? Why did the Obama administration do that? I think it could have been part of the insurance plan. Could have been part of the money that Hunter Biden, 1.5 billion, he got from China. Hunter Biden, son of Joe Biden. Does that have anything to do with it? Does it have anything to do with the Chinese Communist government controlling our media? A lot of the propaganda they put out, our media repeats as if it were fact. They control LeBron James. LeBron James won't say a bad thing about China. China's got all the money. How does China have all the money? The answer is slave labor. Child labor. Their people work very hard for very low wages. It's virtual slave labor. And then they have the re-education camps. If you're a Muslim in China, you're put into a re-education camp, which includes a lot of work. So basically, China has built itself up on virtual slave labor. And now they're using that money to influence our media, influence people like LeBron James. Who knows, maybe they even influence our politicians. There's a lot of, in the relief bill they just put out, a lot of socialist stuff in there. A lot of garbage that has nothing to do with the coronavirus. Okay? You have celebrities. You have freaking Gal Gadot. Freaking Wonder Woman. And her response to the coronavirus was to create an awful celebrity video of a bunch of celebrities singing John Lennon's Imagine, which has been referred to as the Communist Manifesto put to music. Thanks to Pat Gray for that. And a lot of people are calling for socialized medicine in response to this, but you look at the countries with socialized medicine, like Italy, and they're getting crushed by it. The death totals are huge. If you're over 65 or 60, they don't even treat you because they don't have the supplies because of socialized medicine. And yet, they're saying the coronavirus is why we need socialized medicine. And I'm sure I'm leaving some stuff out. China continues to lie about it. The malaria drug, hydroxychloroquine, maybe, is the name of the drug, the malaria drug. It's getting, when the West studies the drug, it's got awesome results in treating coronavirus patients, but China's putting out tepid results. It works a little bit, but not really. And that's what the media is quoting. It's just some Chinese studies. But China lies about everything. They've lied about this from the very beginning. They knew for months that it was contagious from person to person, but they didn't reveal that. And also they control the World Health Organization, because the leader of the World Health Organization was elected primarily backed by the Chinese and their money. Okay? So you can't trust the World Health Organization because they told everybody it wasn't transferable person to person. Okay? Just like the Chinese government. And 5 million people flew out of the Wuhan district during that time, all over the world, crushing the world economy. So we need to get back to work as soon as possible. Whatever money we owe to the Chinese, we should not pay back. We could consider military options, although China's military pretty powerful. And the press, Joe Biden, they continue to be aligned with the Chinese, which is ridiculous, because they're screwing with the whole world. And our equivalent of the CDC is about 300 yards from where they said the outbreak occurred, in the wet market, where people were eating bat soup, supposedly. Coincidence? I don't think so. And there's one other thing I wanted to get to. The video is running long. Oh yeah, the Chinese sold over 500,000 test kits that are even worse than the World Health Organization's test kits. They sold it to Western Europe. They're 70 to 80% ineffective. You're better off flipping a coin or using a magic 8-ball to determine if you have the Wuhan Kung Flu. The flu platter. Then using their test kits that they sold to Western Europe. And the American left-wing media is like, oh, look at that. They even said they're donating these kits. No, they sold them. And the test kits don't work at all. Okay? And China is now claiming that they don't have any new cases. They've been saying that for a week or two now. Like it just goes away. That's because it's covert germ warfare. I believe I called it covert chemical warfare in a previous post, but it's germ warfare. Sorry for that mistake. And I think they're doing it on purpose. Because they don't like Trump, they don't like capitalism. And that was what was happening, so they released this virus to hope to stir things up. But it's backfiring. So, big woo to the Chinese Communist government. Chinese people, still good. Please don't hurt any Chinese people. It's not their fault, it's the Chinese government. Communists, anti-capitalist, anti-Trump. They're doing this on purpose. Okay. Good luck to you.